hospitals right in our backyard, as well as a degree from Indiana University, reputable leaders in the healthcare industry. It all starts here.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
You're good at basement basketball.
We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
Mortgage Group. I've been teaching here at Guerin Catholic for 13 years. I've been assistant coach also for 13 years. And I think it's important in today's world that we have young people growing up with the morals and values of faith-based education.
Hello, I'm Dwayne Thompson with Integrity Mortgage Group, and I support Guerin Catholic High School because I'm good friends and business partners with assistant coach Tommy Mascari. And any chance I have to support a Christ-centered education for today's youth, I take advantage of that opportunity and support in any way I can with my time, effort, volunteering, funds, and commercials like these.
Together we soar.
Guerin Catholic Sports on IndianaSRN,
where you're always in the game.
And a pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome to IndianaSRN's coverage of Indiana high school basketball.
Evening? It's the mid-afternoon.
It is mid-afternoon. You're right.
Come on, wake up.
Well, I'm not going to make jokes about our broadcast setup because that would be uncalled for. Today's game is brought to you by the Morales Group. The Morales Group, building better futures, one story at a time. By Burtner Electric, your licensed and experienced electricians serving Central Indiana. By IUPUI Sports Management, a lifetime of sport with a winning degree. By Piper Logistics, 3 services, 1 logistical solution. And by Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown farm equipment dealer. And once again, a pleasant good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Indiana High School Basketball here on IndianaSRN. We got a good one for tonight, a preview of Sectional 42. Potentially, anyway, 2 teams that met in the postseason a year ago. Of course, this is the Hoosier Basketball Magazine pregame show. Coach got a nice copy right there. Plenty of good content inside of that bad boy, right, Coach?
Page 43 is the best page. Best page.
Little ode to IndianaSRN. Shout out to our friends at Hoosier Basketball Magazine. But anyway, this afternoon, a fun Sectional 42 potential preview matchup between the Heritage Christian Eagles and the University Trailblazers. Coach, the Trailblazers come in winners of 3 of their last 4, and additionally, on top of that, winners of 4 of their last 5, winners of 3 straight. Meanwhile, on the other side of the docket, Heritage Christian still trying to find their footing. It's been an up and down season for them. They've won 3 straight twice over the last 2 months, but in between that, they've had some losing streaks as well, losers of 3 straight.
You look at University, they knocked off some big teams, too. They've knocked off Chittard as one of those 3 wins. And, you talked about Heritage Christian. It's crunch time now. 6 games left for Heritage Christian, 5 games left for University, and then all of a sudden we got sectional play coming, and it is amazing how quick this turnaround is. Girls sectional finals tonight around the area. I think there's 35 sectional championship games, and the rest of them are in semifinals. They'll have finals on Tuesday night. But the season is winding to an end, and now it's crunch time because it's February. So you don't put anything else in. You just got to work on getting on winning streaks and keep everybody healthy.
Coach, you talk about getting your business right, taking care of your business towards this portion of the season for Heritage Christian. You can at least say off the record and off of the trends they've had this season, it's not the year they've wanted to have, but there's still opportunity to turn it around. How do the Eagles do that?
Second year, Coach, it's almost it's the second season. Sometimes, last year he got to know the kids and the kids understood his system, and then a couple of wrinkles here and there, and then all of a sudden, you're looking at a 6-9 record. And, to be honest with you, a lot of people think this team should only have 3 losses on their whole entire schedule. They thought that's how good this team is. But you got to gel, and right now they have not gelled yet, and he's not had really a consistent starting 5 from week 1. So, you work on it, you get better, and one thing I like about Coach Wallace is he's not going to give up, and he's going to keep on working his fundamentals, and we'll see what happens. Maybe this is the day where it snaps for you, because the rest of the year you play nobody else but 2A schools. That's a good thing.
Well, this is a team in the Heritage Christian Eagles that have given the University Trailblazers fits over the years. They knocked them out of the postseason tournament a year ago. Eagles lead the all-time series 9-4. Will it be a Trailblazers victory today, or will the Eagles get back closer to 500 and start turning their wheels back towards high-level success by the time the postseason rolls around? We got a lot more to get to here on the Hoosier Basketball Magazine pregame show, including coaches' keys to the game and starters in this one. The 6-9 Heritage Christian Eagles and the 10-6 University Trailblazers. More after this on IndianaSRN.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Welcome back to University. The site of tonight's contest between the Trailblazers and the Heritage Christian Eagles. Jimmy Cook alongside the coach Keith Myers. Time to dive a little bit deeper into both of these schools with coaches' keys to the game. Coach?
Fundamentals have to come back for the Heritage Christian. You go back to your fundamentals. You got to block out well. You have to rebound well, have to shoot well, and then you got to stop penetration for a University. They got some big-time scorers, and you have to find their scores, block them out, maybe hold them to one shot would be very helpful. For University, protect your home floor. This is a game that's winnable for you, but you got to play within your team, and you got to look for your big dogs to help you carry you through this. I think this is going to be a 3-point ball game, to be honest with you, Jimmy. Whoever gets to 50 first is going to win this game.
I don't often read too much into this, but 4 common opponents between these two clubs. Heritage Christian 1-3 against such foes. Meanwhile, University a perfect 4-0, kind of a mini microcosm of the separation between these two teams. That box score, though, Coach, to me is indicative of a much closer contest we might have tonight.
Yeah, and you look overall in this sectional. You have Park Tudor in this sectional, Covenant Christian in this sectional, Heritage Christian, University. Those 4 are probably the elite teams in these, and either one of those, any of those 4 teams could probably win that sectional. So a very interesting game for this afternoon's game. Why we're playing this afternoon, a lot of people will want to know. We're playing this afternoon because there are sectional championship games for the girls, so the girls get the stage on Saturday night, which I think they well deserve to have that. I think there's 35 championship games tonight, and then the rest of them are Tuesday due to the weather. We had 14 inches of snow. Where we were boxed in for a couple of days. Glad to be out and amongst. Come back and play basketball. And, hopefully these kids don't miss a beat because they didn't have practice for 2 weeks.
Well, you mentioned the girls getting the center stage tonight, rightfully so, but on top of that, you allow these boys teams to be able to show support for their fellow classmates with these afternoon contests happening well in time for them to get showered, get cleaned up, and get out to support their
And good
clubs.
example, it was last night. I watched a couple of games last night, and it was amazing to me how Noblesville's boys team sitting right behind the girls team last night playing Carmel and beating Carmel to advance in the championship game. And, if you want more details with that, you can follow us on Basketball Weekly. We're going to preview all the winners and get ready for sectional play, regional play, because next week IndianaSRN will have a regional for you in girls basketball.
Staggering ratings for these two programs. Heritage Christian ranked 114th, 12th in Class 2A. University ranked 146th, 24th in Class 2A. So in terms of those models, Heritage Christian favored just a tad bit. Last 35 years, we mentioned it, Heritage Christian has been the dominant program amongst the two in these head-to-head matchups, leading 9-4, including most recently last year in sectional first-round action, a 62-45 win for the Eagles. John Harrell's prediction, as Coach mentioned, a 1-point victory for Heritage Christian, 57-56. We're going to step away. When we come back, we will have lineups and the tip of this potential sectional 42 preview matchup between the 6-9 Heritage Christian Eagles and the 10-6 University Trailblazers. Lineup and the tip up next from University High School on IndianaSRN.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
You want a career that creates experiences that are impossible to forget. By studying sports and events at IUPUI, you'll get hands-on experience in and out of the classroom. And with Indy as your classroom, there are high-profile events, sports franchises, hotels, museums, and large organizations across the city to engage, educate, and enlighten your student journey before you graduate. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to prepare you to handle any event, big or small. It all starts here.
This is the Frells family's land. When the sun comes out, the kids run and play right there. This used to be a shed. Now, it's where they get breakfast. This is more than just land. It's home. The Frells family runs with us on a John Deere 1 Series tractor. Because land isn't the only thing that should live on for generations. Nothing runs like a deer. Search John Deere 1 Series for more.
Visit Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown John Deere dealer today.
at rentalsfarmequipment.com.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Welcome back to University High School, the site of this afternoon's contest between the Heritage Christian Eagles and the University Trailblazers. Take a look at the starting lineups. First for the Heritage Christian Eagles at 6'9" on the season. One guard, a 6-foot senior, number 4, Braden Timmering. At a forward, a 6'5", senior, number 13, Jonathan Dorsch. At a guard and a senior, 6'3", number 31, John McLemore. At another guard, a 6-foot junior, number 33, Austin Snively. And another guard, a 6'5", senior, a center, I should say, number 34, Mason Kay. Head coach is Warren Wallace in his second season at the helm, 17-18 over that span. Now a look at the University Trailblazers, 10-6 on the year. At one guard, a 5'5" sophomore, number 4, Jackson Bledsoe. At another guard, another guard, a sophomore, number 5'8", Robert Russell. At another guard, a 6'2", sophomore, number 13, Sabian Kane. At a forward, a 6'5", junior, number 14, Andre Ozlowski. At a forward, a 6'4", senior, number 15, Larry Pierce. And at a guard, a 6-foot junior, number 21, Seth Hogg. So sub Robert Russell in there for Jackson Bledsoe as a starter. Correction on my end. Head coach is Brandon Lafferman, 151-36 in his 9th year at University. Both these programs in sectional 42.
Brandon Lafferman, a good guy up, works for the Pack up there at the Pacer Center, does a nice job. And, of course, Coach Wallace has been with us now a couple of years at Heritage Christian. You look at both of these ball clubs, you got to like both of their styles of coaching because they just do it their way. And kids really kind of play their role of it, and they enjoy it. And, you know, the pep band is in town tonight, so that's pretty good. Want to say hello to our new camera guy, production. Cam is doing our production camera tonight, and, of course, then Casey, our guy that's calling the 1 and 2. So if you have any complaints about that, just, call Casey. Casey take care of it for you.
University in the home whites, blue numerals and lettering, and the black trim. Meanwhile, Heritage Christian in their traditional road blues, white numerals and lettering, and the black trim. It'll be Jonathan Dorsch at 6'5", set to jump it up with Larry Pierce at 6'4", at center court. Sectional 42 potential preview matchup underway as the ball is tapped and controlled by the Eagles.
Real quick, thank you, Heritage Christian, for wearing white numbers on your jerseys tonight.
Always appreciate that. Of course, the association getting involved a couple years ago, stressing the emphasis on needing numerals on uniforms that are easily readable. First possession here for the Eagles.
Man-to-man looks like for University.
Snively hands off. Timmering, left side. Coach, this isn't exactly an elephant because it operates how you will, but star player for the Heritage Christian Eagles, Miles Colvin, picked up a couple technicals his last time out. Not in the starting lineup this afternoon. Do expect at some point we'll see his impact made in this ballgame, though. Basket's good by the Eagles. Long three-point on the right side to answer. It's good. Sabian Kane for 3.
So back-to-back three-point baskets.
Snively around a screen. Man-to-man look by University. And bodies on the deck. It's a turnover. Here come the Trailblazers. Wild shot high off the window. Gets an aggressive bounce for Andrei Oslovsky. And the first lead of the game for the Trailblazers. Hard drive, a lot of contact. They say play on. 2 minutes gone by in this first quarter. Kane, hands off. Oslovsky a three. Well off the mark. McLemore clears.
Both teams running up and down the floor are not really running the offensive set I think coaches want them to run.
Dorsch gets over to Snively for three. Again, a little bit of contact. Falls right back to him. He'll reset things. Dallemeyer.
Want to say hello to the AD at Heritage Christian, Michael Horseman, who's watching the game tonight. Thank you very much for checking in.
Pass inside and a foul. Calls on Oslovsky. Be his first on either team. It was on the entry pass, so we'll inbound inside. So much familiarity around these two programs over the years, Coach. Always helps when you're in the same sectional to get that kind of familiarity identity.
Yeah, you all know each other, so it's really tough. It's like kissing your sister a little bit. You know, you know each other so well that you gotta play something special to get one up on each other. All right, not kissing your sister, maybe kissing your cousin.
Snivel
you knew what I meant.
On the right. I didn't know what you meant. Yes.
Okay, great. Don't send your hate mail, please.
Hand check. It's a reach-in call on Cade. Second on the Trailblazers.
Hollenmeyer checks out, and guess who checks in?
Miles Colvin back in the game. We mentioned at the top. A little bit of an exit from the starting lineup, you would assume, just to recenter him after those technical fouls against Park Tudor. We'll see how quickly the offense changes for the Eagles, just measuring, I should say, one basket during that time span. Miles wants it in. They send a double immediately. Finds the open man. Top of the key three. Well off the mark. Miles throws it off the leg of Russell. It'll stay on this end. Make that Russell, who last touched it.
He gets the ball, not one, not two, but three guys collapse on him. Holy smokes.
Well, they've read the scouting report.
You bet. There he is.
Hesitates. Three in the air. Hit the top of the backboard. They play through it. Trailblazers get it. Kane. Bully ball. He's fouled hard, or is it a block? Or is it a charge, I should say. No, it's a blocking foul. Going to go against Austin Snively.
Both teams seem like they're kind of wiping off dust.
It feels like
might be the first game of the week.
I was going to say, on top of that, though, Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon jitters, right? You're used to playing at night. You don't have a ton of day games, other than if you advance in the postseason tournament or if you're part of the holiday tournaments that happen throughout the state. You don't get these matinee affairs very often.
That's true.
Sloppy all around. Hesitation there by Oslovsky. Now Russell. Kane will force a three. Contested. Iron unkind. McLemore the board. John. They work it around the horn. Mason Kay. Back to McLemore. Now Colvin. That first step. So quick he went for slam time but missed it. Oslovsky. Now Hogg, and Kane resets things. Man, and just the first step of Colvin in the blink of an eye. Missed the dunk, but so quick off the dribble. And a three to extend the lead for the Trailblazers. Seth Hogue knocks it down, the third different Trailblazer to score. It's a 5-0 run. McLemore to answer. Not that time. Kane clears, and here come the Trailblazers. Pushing up ahead, a little miscommunication. Almost got in too deep. Kane didn't settle. Did not settle for the three, but didn't pay off.
I like his hesitation there.
And everybody reset on the defensive end, but couldn't get the shot from the top of the key to go. Dorsch waiting for movement. It's a jump ball. Great call by the official and good defense there by Oslowski. Arrow's going to favor the Trailblazers. A sloppy first quarter for the Heritage Christian Eagles. Look back at that triple from Hogue.
You know, with 2:51, you've only got one field goal, and you turned the ball over already 4 times.
Coach, this isn't something, I'm by no means fully criticizing Coach Wallace for this because I understand you want to maintain order and balance. But you have a team, as there's a wild shot off the mark rebound Trailblazers, that is so up and down so far this year that you have a dominant scorer like Colvin. There's a three-pointer from Kane, his second of the afternoon. He's now got 6, the lead to 11. It's a 9-0 run. You have a player as dominant as Colvin that when you take him out of the starting lineup and then you reinsert him so quickly, you're suddenly searching for answers all over the floor because your offense is like, oh, that's our guy. Let's give it to him. And it takes you out of your rhythm.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. But I think also, though, you got to have some discipline, and you got to, and so there's no fault there. But your kids have to respond to that. You're now, you are you're 15 games in the season. You got to adjust. And if you do not, then you got a little bit of headaches here and there. But patience is the key here. You're down 11-3. This is way far from being over. You just got to run your offense. I think if you post your big guys, you might be able to do a little bit more damage against University here because they're shooting a lot of outside shots. Let's see if they can go inside here.
Correction, it is an 11-0 run by the Trailblazers. Tonight's game is brought to you by the IHSAA Foundation. Subscribe to our newsletter, The Advocate, at IHSAAfoundation.org. Thank you, IHSAA Foundation, for what you're doing for our student-athletes. 2:17 left to go in this first quarter. Andrew Wiggins, the junior, checks into the ball game, trying to get a spark plug, are the Eagles. They feed Colvin right away. Miles, a little bit of a low pass, but patient with it all the same. Snively. Great set run by Colvin, didn't force it. Pass inside, that's a beautiful draw up from junior to junior. Andrew Wiggins with the basket. It ends the 11-0 run.
I like how Wiggins, again, posted up that time. No one could defend him.
And they had that off-ball move by Colvin. He saw he was doubled on the 3, didn't force it, made the pass inside. Bryce Gray into the ball game, the sophomore for the Trailblazers. And the defense is picked up as well for the Eagles. They get a touch call there, and that's on Snively. It's his second. Let's see. It is on Snively. Snively, his second. Second foul on the Eagles, and Mason Kay checks out of the ball game. They'll leave Snively out there with those 2 fouls. Ball was tipped by McLemore. It'll stay on this end. Coach, you like that with the way the rotation is? Let Snively play with the 2?
I do. You gotta have some trust in him, but I like that Luke Peters is now in the ball game. Luke brings you a little bit more length.
Long three-pointer is good. And that's Sabian Kane again. He's got 9 points, all from beyond the arc here in this first quarter, and the lead's back to 9.
And you could tell he was feeling it because he was asking for that ball before the ball was going inbounds.
That was a contested look, too. He's hit a couple of those in this first quarter. Snively in trouble in the corner. McLemore resets things. Pick and roll game, not fully utilized. Snively back to McLemore. Under a minute to go in the first quarter.
You got to look for the guy. When he's making that move to the post, you got to open up to the ball.
They're trying to get Colvin free. They went oppo with it, though.
Reverse.
So much off-ball movement to try to get Miles open. Aggressive drive by Snively. His first basket. Makes it a 7-point game. How patient will the Trailblazers be? And not very patient. A steal there by Colvin. Miles able to corral it, settle things home. Will they hold for one? Miles thought about driving, and now I think they will.
Put him in a little isolation here.
McLemore.
There he is.
Wiggins in trouble. High shot off the mark. Final 5 seconds of the quarter. They got to go. Gray gives it up to Kane with 3. Back to Gray with 2. A half-court heave. Off the mark. It was on line, but it was wide right. First quarter advantage belongs to University. They lead it by 7. Back in a moment on IndianaSRN.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
A look at the University bench here at University High School. Some smiles there for now, but still determination as well. This has been a 9-4 series lead the last 35 years. Advantage Heritage Christian between these two sectional rivals. University with the better end of things through one quarter of play, 14-7, and a lot of it, Coach, done by Sabian Kane. 3 triples from Kane in that first quarter.
And when you can knock down those threes in rhythm like that, all of a sudden you go to the bench and say, feed me the ball. I feel good tonight.
Yep.
Yeah, I said that one time. My high school coach says, no, we're not going to feed you the ball.
Miles forcing the issue, a wild shot. Own teammate got the rebound in Peters. And Luke Peters off the bench with his first basket.
And that's the length that you want Peters to have.
Little 4-0 run by the Eagles has this at a 5-point game. Foul on the baseline.
You know, we taught our kids that that kid goes to the baseline, you got to take a foot and put that foot right on the line there. You can't be on the line. You got to put that foot there, let him run you over.
Ball movement galore here by University.
How about the rotation over there?
A lot of good movement without the basketball and good defense on you mentioned on the rotation by the Eagles. A little pump fake got Colvin up. Last touched by the Trailblazers. It'll go back to the Golden Eagles. Heritage Christian very much alive in this ball game despite a lack of success on the offensive end in that first quarter.
And I like the fact that Dawson's in the ball game as well. He'll bring you some energy as well, can shoot the ball as well and see the open man. Oh, bad pass.
Leads to the steal. Up the way go the Trailblazers.
Stop ball.
Good transition defense. 3 in the air. Iron unkind. Colvin is fouled up front hard.
Woo!
Bryce Gray was not going to let a drive happen, and Miles up slightly gingerly. Now back to a smooth walk.
I think Gray knew if he had an open layup, that was going to be a slam jam.
Yep. You see it so often as it's trickled down from international levels to the NBA to college and to high school, not wanting to give up freebies like that. Commit the foul and call it a day. Doss to McLemore. Great defense on ball there by the Trailblazers. Doss looking for some more movement.
Got to move. Yeah. They're just standing still, Jimmy.
Miles likes this matchup. Rises and fires and hits. Colvin's first basket of the game comes here in the second quarter, and a 3-point ball game it is.
He could knock him down. Nice ball movement.
To answer, Kane. He had the hot hand, could not get it to go down. Colvin fighting for the rebound, had it poked out of his hands. Say it last off his fingertips. We'll get some subs. Mason Kay back into the ball game as Luke Peters takes a seat. Larry Pierce back into the game as well. They find him quickly. And he had it stripped. Saved initially, now a turnover. McLemore, 1-on-4. Resets to Doss. You wanted an inside pass there, Coach.
Yeah, you know, you had Wiggins break into the basket. Give him the basketball.
Here's Colvin. Matched up with Pierce. Doss a three. They let him shoot it. Rebound tapped up and won by University. Kane and Doss. And a timeout taken by University. I believe it's a 30-second timeout. It is. 5:24 left in this second quarter. A 3-point lead for University. This afternoon's game is brought to you by Serenity Care Services. Serenity Care Services is an Indiana licensed service agency. We're the friendly, experienced team of caregivers you've been asking for. Call Angela today at 317-900-6202. That's 317-900-6202. Serenity Care Services, serving Indianapolis and the 5 surrounding areas.
A lot of games going on this afternoon. Got some scores for you. Ben Davis beats Avon 70-51. Central Noble beat Perry Heights 85-59. Delta beat Mississinawa 55-35. Edinburgh keeps winning, beats Caruthersville 72-32. In the game close to us, Penn. Well, not close to us, but up in the region, Penn 78. John Glenn 53. If you got a score, just pass them along at IndianaSRN.
That's the coach, Keith Myers. I'm Jimmy Cook. 5:16 left to go in this first quarter. A right side three is through the bottom of the net by Robert Russell. His first basket of the afternoon. He's the fourth different Trailblazer to score, and the lead is now 6.
Their fifth three-pointer of the night.
Miles. Conversely, just one triple for the Eagles. That three-pointer was short by Colvin. Trailblazers look to push. Russell. Active hands there by Doss. Knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay with University.
Can you believe we're a month away from boys sectional?
No, I can't. I can hardly believe the girls' tournament's already starting and the boys' tournament right around the corner. Feels like once you get into the new year on the calendar, things really start to speed up. Pass inside, sent back by Colvin. Larry Pierce had it sent into another zip code. Will still stay with the Trailblazers, though. Not just the quickness, the bursts that Colvin has in his repertoire. Russell. Hands off to Kane. He's had a great afternoon so far. 9 points, all from beyond the arc. Almost made it 12, but it rimmed out on him. Quickly up ahead. Doss leaves it. Wiggins. Teardrop is good. Wiggins now with 4. 4-point game.
And what Wiggins did that time, he did not put the ball on the floor, kept it alive. Nice job.
Pierce threw it into traffic. Now Oslowski, right at Wiggins. Got by him, and the length of Oslowski shown off there with the finger roll. He has 4.
His first step is like my second step. I mean, he's a long, lengthy young man.
And just a little bit of a stretch with the arms right there in front of the rim. Miles. A screen set him free there. Pierce all over him. Give credit to Larry Pierce handling the assignment well so far. Kay. Little left to right shimmy, but could not get it off the window. Trailblazers dodge a bullet there. Kane on a rope. He's fouled. First time we've really seen Kane force the issue on the drive this afternoon. We mentioned his damage happening from beyond the arc.
Foul on McLemore.
They called that in the act after the foul by McLemore. So Sabian Kane will head to the line. Averages around 17 a game for the Trailblazers. Free throw no good there. As a team, they shoot about a 64% clip. Miles Colvin will get his first rest of the afternoon. The deficit is only 6, but you hate to have Colvin get his rest with a deficit right on your dashboard, Coach.
Yeah, but I can see why he needs that.
You have to do it. I'm just saying from where we are in the game right now, where's the offense come from?
Yeah, well, now you're hoping that Wiggins picks up the slack, and you hope that McLemore has not shot the ball except the first time he touched the ball, got a three-pointer. So, you know, he's gone a little dark.
And the offense has mustered up just 6 points here in the quarter. Doss for 3 makes it 8, so now they've surpassed that first quarter total. It's a long 2 for Doss. 5-point game. Around the horn go the Trailblazers. Skip pass Ozlowski.
They're just looking
long
for the shooter.
Long 3 for Kane. Trying to attack that zone defense with the shooting.
You know, right there, Pierce should have posted up and did nice defense by University down there.
Pass up ahead to Dorsch. It was knocked away, but active hands on the redemption by McLemore. It saved what would have been a walk-in layup. University retains possession.
The wing is wide open for University.
They've missed a couple good looks. Got inside the paint. A bit of trouble. Russell. Now Kane. Kane feeling around. Here's Pierce. Sent back. Great defense there by Nolan Duncan. Duncan wants to go coast to coast. Bodies everywhere. Last touched by the Trailblazers.
Duncan did a nice job, but, you know, you're not the point guard. And I think Goss was open in the wing there, but I like the aggressiveness.
Getting some minutes, make a big play on defense, adrenaline pumping a bit.
Yes.
It's hard to have your mind centered to not want to push that. High pass, nearly overshot Dorsch, one of the tallest players on the floor, and a foul's going to go against Kane for being a bit too aggressive with the on-ball defense. That's the second on Kane, and they'll rest him for a bit, so at least a bright spot for the Eagles in terms of where the scoring has come from University. 9 points from Kane, 9 of the 20. But it held him in check at least for this second quarter.
There's a free souvenir. Oh, they gave the ball back. Wouldn't it be nice if you got to keep the ball that if it goes in the stands?
Would be something special.
There was the AFL, right? The Arena Football League. If it went into stands, you had to keep the ball.
I think so. Doss receiving directions. McLemore. Now Duncan. And you can tell the Eagles struggling to find openings offensively.
Duncan has the length, though.
Wiggins alone in the corner. In and out. It'll stay on this end, though. A great look for Andrew Wiggins.
That ball was all the way in the cylinder.
That took a lap around and then spun out, and Colvin will come back into the ball game. Good minutes there by Dylan Doss. Tyler Allemeyer back in there as well. As Nolan Duncan, who's in relief, takes the seat.
They have length. You know, Heritage has length.
A lot of length and size. Colvin catch and shoot 3 off the screen. Just long. Coach, what did he not do there?
Got to follow your shot.
Indeed. Layup is good on the other end by Pierce. That pushes the lead to 7. I agree it looked good, but got to follow your shot. McLemore. In trouble. Great defense. Dorsch resets things. Has to give it up again. University fans really getting into it. They're proud of these Trailblazers.
Look at
on-ball defense.
Student body. That's the girls basketball team right there. They're in action tonight.
Yep. Sectional play all around the state. Almost an offensive foul. It's a steal anyway. Doesn't matter. Trailblazers up ahead. Quickly. Colvin hangs. And one. They call Colvin with the body. Bryce Gray, fearless, was the sophomore. Got Colvin up going for the block. Miles not thrilled with the call. A chance for the old-fashioned 3 for Bryce Gray at the line. And everything going the Trailblazers' way in this first half. There it is, just Colvin going for the block. He mistimed it, and just a little bit of hesitation there by Gray. Gets it to go. A 3-point play for him. The lead is 10, largest of the game. Coach Wallace not happy on the sideline.
This was a 3-point game just 2 minutes ago, and now you're up by 10.
Blink of an eye. They need more movement all around. Colvin in a pick and roll with Dorsch. Hop step, and he scores. Well, the Purdue commit showing reasons why they're able to create his own shot out of almost nothing. Final 3 seconds of the half. Gray stops, pops, off the mark. Man, that would have been an exclamation point for University, but they've got plenty to be happy with heading into the halftime locker room. They outscore the Eagles 11-10 in that second quarter, so a much closer gap there, Coach. It's really the first quarter that told the whole story. A 14-7 advantage for the Trailblazers, and then they're able to ride that lead, even though it was a stalemate almost in that second quarter. They're able to ride that first quarter lead into the halftime locker room up 8.
Kane's 10 points in the first half really set the tone for University. Slow start once again for the Heritage Christian Eagles, but a nice job here. Balance. If you're Heritage Christian, you cannot panic. Just a guy walk through it, see what you can do. I think you've really got to go inside.
Is that your biggest difference maker for the Eagles in the second half? That's the biggest change you see?
If they can go inside and get them in foul trouble, you're going to be in good shape. Other than that, a couple turnovers here and there, but you're bigger than they are inside. Go attack.
In addition to that, I would add I know this Eagles team is far greater than just one player, but only 4 points for Miles Colvin. I know he sat the first 2.5 minutes. It's not just Colvin struggles. Give credit to Larry Pierce on the other end. He's taken that assignment in the man-to-man looks with vigor, and he's held him to those 4 points.
And trust me, people understand that. University will understand that. If they give out game balls for the first half, University, he should get a ball.
No doubt about that. 25-17 your score at the intermission. University on top of Heritage Christian by 8. We're going to step away for a bit. When we come back, we'll have the third quarter. Coach's keys to the second half for both sides and more after this. You're watching High School Hoops on IndianaSRN.
Today, greed, selfish interest, and barefaced corruption seem all the fashion. America needs great men of tolerance who can give honest debate to the great issues of the day. I've seen mostly squabbling, men squandering their time, being wolves to one another. Yet, I'm not without hope. We still have Freemasonry. Yes, the same Freemasons that helped create this country have always provided great men when needed. And today, in every city and town in America, Freemasonry is still providing that special place where young men can find their greatness and accomplished men can give something back. Yes, in this time of great hope, it is my hope that America will see that Freemasonry is a national treasure that cannot be separated from our country's future.
You want a career that creates experiences that are impossible to forget. By studying sports and events at IUPUI, you'll get hands-on experience in and out of the classroom. And with India as your classroom, there are high-profile events, sports franchises, hotels, museums, and large organizations across the city to engage, educate, and enlighten your student journey before you graduate. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to prepare you to handle any event, big or small. It all starts here.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
I am Heritage.
Heritage Christian. We are Heritage.
I am Heritage.
We are Heritage.
You're good at keeping the car clean. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirit, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
This broadcast is copyrighted by IndianaSRN and the Indiana High School Athletic Association for the private use of our audience. The use of pictures, video, or audio without the express written permission of IndianaSRN or the Indiana High School Athletic Association is prohibited. Jimmy Cook alongside the coach Keith Myers. Halftime here at University High School, 25-17. Advantage the Trailblazers of University, outscoring the Eagles of Heritage Christian 14-7 in quarter number 1, 11-10 in quarter number 2, led by as many as 10 in that second quarter, Coach. And you had, before we went to break for halftime, one important key for the Eagles to get back into this ballgame.
Got to put the ball inside. I think you can beat them off the dribble and then pound the ball inside. I think if they do that, I think they could find some success.
Leading all scorers was Sabian Kane with 7 points. Make that 10 points in that first half, 9 of which came in quarter number 1. On the Eagles side of things, a couple different leading scorers. Andrew Wiggins and Miles Colvin combined for 4 each. Trailblazers will have the basketball to start the third quarter. Russell to Pierce at the top. He had a great defensive half, limiting Colvin to just 4. A shot wild there. Rebound won by the Eagles, and Colvin brings it up. Miles did not start. Main reason, of course, the technical fouls he picked up. Most recent game, I should say, against Park Tudor. Coach Wallace just simply keeping the team in check, helping Miles reset. And Miles gets the start in the second half. Doss around a screen. And early on this first possession for the Eagles, you again see the struggles they had offensively in the first half still present. Doss had his pocket picked. Great hand-eye there by Kane. Doss trying to get it back. Doesn't commit the frustration foul. Kane, miscommunication. Both teams exchange turnovers.
Got to talk. Catch the basketball.
Communication incredibly key on both ends. You make the argument more so on defense, but when it's not there on offense, like you just saw there, the turnovers become more likely. Doss. Find Miles, does McLemore. Colvin pulls up from the foul line. Tough shot. Rebound Kay. Second chance, he goes
nice
inside.
Job.
Count it, put him on the line. Mason Kay doing the dirty work down low and a chance for 3 at the charity strike.
And one thing I like about Mason Kay, he's there. He's at the rim at all the time. Went and not afraid to take the contact and put it up on the cup. Nice job. Good play. Good move.
First basket by either team here in this second half. In and out, though, on the free throw opportunity.
Got to make the bunnies. Got to make the bunnies.
Kane on Colvin. Handoff.
They're going to look for Pierce here on the wing.
Russell matched up with Doss. They find Pierce, contested 3. High off the front of the rim. Now Miles thinks about running. 1-on-2. Colvin throws it down with one hand. Miles Colvin, like a gazelle in space, and throws it down with authority.
That kind of excited you, didn't it?
A little bit.
4-point lead.
Excited the Eagles that made this trip here as well. On a 4-0 run to open this third quarter. Miscommunication again by University, and that's a free ball. Colvin going to get another slam opportunity, and he flushes it with 2 hands. A 4-0 personal run by Miles Colvin. All dunks, and we got a 2-point game.
And that was a stumble, and I think everybody thought the ball was going to go out of bounds. Miles saw it roll. It's almost like a bowling pin breaking in the bowling alley. Oh, travel. Good call.
And a third straight turnover by the Trailblazers. The door is open for Heritage Christian.
You see the momentum changing a little bit.
8 points for Colvin. He's already matched his quarter high in a matter of 2.5 minutes thanks to those fast break dunks.
Almost a minute and a half.
Yep. And now a chance to tie or take the lead. Mason Kay, of course, a spark plug in this as well, getting that and one opportunity to open the third quarter.
Pound that ball inside, boys.
McLemore spinning,
there
turning.
You go.
Won't go. Rebound won by the Trailblazers. Now they want to push. Kami Bracey. Kane calling for it. He has not hit a triple since the first quarter. Step back, 3. Ho, ho, ho. It's good. Sabian Kane, his 4th triple of the ball game, and that one with step back James Harden-like fashion. Not much else you can do there, Coach.
No, because you played straight up and down defense. He's got a nice little shot.
It's an offense wins move right there.
Too.
13 points for Kane. Miles feeds inside to Wiggins. Andrew bodying up and scoring. Taking to mind your keys there, Coach. Wiggins now with 6. He's scored in every quarter, and the lead back to 3.
And they outman them inside. Their size is significant.
Bracey spinning. Kane.
Might have got away with a dribble there.
Kane to the cup. Floater. It is an offensive foul. Sliding in to take the charge was Mason Kay, making plays on both ends.
How about Mason Kay? He gets 2 stars. He gets knocked down, takes the charge, plus he goes inside and gets a 3, try to get the 3-point play, missed the free throw, but energy. Now he checks out of the ball game, and Ullerman comes into the ball game. Allemeyer
set to inbound.
See Brandon laughing man into
zip up hoodie.
Yeah, a little concerned, isn't he?
I don't think he was happy with that charge call, but yes, a little concerned in general with the way this half has gone. It's an 8-3 run so far. Pass inside. Wiggins scores it. Wiggins with 4 points in the quarter, and the Eagles within 1. It's a 10-3 run. Almost a travel. They need help. Gray. Oh, what a cut by Kane. Baseline off the window. That was pretty.
How about using the window?
Went into the bag for that one.
So many people just try to shoot that straight on. That would have hit long off the rim. Kissed it off the backboard.
15 for Kane.
There's the inside.
Allemeyer tried to force the issue. Couldn't get it inside, though. You felt like he might be able to get it inside.
I think you can get it inside. I'm losing weight here. I'm doing my aerobics exercises.
We got a cardio going on. Doss. They're not forcing it necessarily to any one player right now. They're letting the offense create itself. Wiggins, risky pass. McLemore at the top, in between the circles now. Colvin wants it. McLemore being very deliberate here. They got it to Colvin. Foul line all by himself. That's all day and then some.
You got to find him.
6 points for Colvin. Lead back down to 1.
And you just feel like if Heritage Christian could get over the top, they feel a little bit more relaxed.
Nate Jeffries checked in the game for the first time tonight. Pull up, Bracey, long. Rebound won by the Eagles.
Oh, you had numbers.
I think that's the right call, though. Allemeyer didn't look confident with the dribble. They reset things instead. Doss. Now McLemore. They've not led since it was 3-0. Colvin to change that. He does. Miles Colvin, 8 points here in the quarter. Give him 12 on the afternoon, and the Eagles regain the lead.
How about coming back down by 10?
A timeout taken by University. There's still a lot of game left. It's a full timeout, but a big momentum change, maybe a season change for the Eagles right in front of our eyes on IndianaSRN.
Burtner Electric Incorporated has been proudly serving our residential and commercial customers with quality electrical repair for over 33 years. We are fully licensed and insured in electrical wiring and electrician service packages. You'll receive a competitive assessment, whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, first-time or long-time customer. We offer free estimates for any new project. Call our licensed and experienced electricians today.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.IndianaSRN.org and tune in to all of the live action or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
Business is picked up at University High School. 31-30 your score. Advantage Heritage Christian. They've opened this third quarter on a 14-5 run on the back of 8 points in the quarter by Miles Colvin. 2 points for Mason Kay, but a momentum shift. We'll talk about that in a moment. A momentum play for Kay. 4 points for Andrew Wiggins. Meanwhile, just 5 points for the Trailblazers in this third quarter.
Now, if you're Detroit Trailblazers, you don't panic here.
Got to keep that calm mindset you've had for most of the game. All nice 5 points, by the way, by Sabian Kane for the Trailblazers. Pass inside. A double team came. It was knocked out of bounds, though.
That's a double
There were
swat.
Eagles flying through the air, Coach. There were 2 Eagles flying on the baseline.
Was that Wiggins and Miles?
I think it was Wiggins, and late over there it was
Doss?
Yes. Pierce. A moon ball drops down.
It was rain.
Gives the lead back to the Trailblazers. Doss, great first step, and he gets by with a scoop layup. Dylan Doss with 4.
Playing well.
Trade leads.
Playing well.
4th lead change in this ball game.
Oh!
Thought you were going to get a jump ball tie-up. Instead, it's a hand check. Foul went on Allemeyer.
And he offered him the ball.
His first on the team. Force inside to Pierce.
This is a tough missed match.
Up and under. He unselfishly gave it up, and Gray traveled with it.
Contact drew that travel, but a great call by the official because he felt that was incidental.
Yep.
You got to keep your feet.
Maintaining the structure of the way they're whistling this game.
And no fault. If that was a girls' game, that's probably a foul, but not here in a guys' game. You got to be stronger than that.
Doss for 3 is good. Dylan Doss unloading the deep bomb.
I got him with 7.
5 here in the quarter.
Yeah.
Lead is 4. Largest of the game for the Eagles. Pierce cuts it in half.
I like that young man. He has 6 on the night.
(36-34). Doss thought about another 3.
Got to swing the ball.
Allemeyer.
Oh, nice move.
Now Doss, great hesitation. Can't complete the play, though, and that'll end this third quarter. The third quarter belongs to the Heritage Christian Eagles. They'll take a 2-point advantage into the final frame, fourth quarter. Up next on IndianaSRN.
You want a career that fuels your passion for sports and physical activity. IUPUI School of Health and Human Sciences offers that and more. You'll have insider access to sports, fitness, and exercise science professionals and learn from faculty with years of industry experience. And with Indy as your classroom, you'll study next to world-class sports facilities, Olympic governing bodies, the NCAA, and the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to launch your sports industry career. It all starts here.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Back here for the final quarter between potential sectional 42 opponents. Jimmy Cook alongside the coach Keith Myers. The Heritage Christian Eagles lead by 2 over the University Trailblazers. Eagles will have the basketball to open this final frame.
Whatever you said at halftime, you reinforce at the end of the third quarter if you're the coaching staff at Heritage Christian.
Yeah, a 19-9 third quarter for Heritage Christian. At one point, including a 14-5 run.
Isolation here.
McLemore.
Look how they spread the floor. They're going to give this ball to Miles on the cut.
They looked for it. It was great defense, though, by Pierce.
They stopped it, didn't they? Nice job. Going to try it again.
Colvin around a screen. Forced it into Wiggins. He lost it, but the Trailblazers were out of bounds. So it'll stay on this end.
That would be a better bounce pass maybe than that pass. But Wiggins have to be ready for that ball because he's got 3 guys to collapse on him.
Yeah, it's one of those where you almost want to gather possession and be able to kick it out to a shooter or kick it out somewhere else.
You're correct.
Miles nearly slipped.
I think he almost got fouled there. Did he still put on the floor there?
Tough to tell from our vantage point if it was contact or if it was moisture, but stumbled a bit. Colvin. Wiggins has it, but Colvin working off ball. It's tipped. It'll stay on this end. Need more movement?
Well, you gotta. If you're gonna pass, you gotta cut to the basket. You gotta allow space.
Doss, a minute gone by.
I just missed this game. I'm glad I'm not coaching, but man, I love this game.
Another tip out of bounds.
I love both teams because it's not a rivalry, but it's a sectional opponent, and you could just tell in a month from now if you draw each other, it's going to be exactly the same thing.
Well, that's why I'm trying to extract that out of you. I see you over here making motions like you're on the sidelines. I want you to point out what you see, even if it involves you screaming about it. Miles again, this inside the arc along 2.
He's had a pretty good half.
10 points in the half, 14 on the afternoon. And the lead is 4 at 38-34.
How about Larry Pierce? Had the ball inside and just passed it back out.
Inside look, a little bit of bully ball there.
Yep.
By Kami Bracey. Makes it a 2-point game. 2 minutes already gone by in this final quarter. Eagles in desperate need of a win. Everybody makes the postseason in the state of Indiana for high school basketball, but it's all about playing your right mindset, your right momentum heading into the tournament. Colvin, as he fouls it a travel. Going to say he shuffled the feet.
Might have got help with the hold there.
We are obviously looking at this from both a Heritage Christian and University standpoint. But when you go back and look at the film there, I understand what the official's seeing, but there's enough body contact as Miles is being ridden to the cup that you get a hand check there and you move on. Shot in and out, though, but a great second chance opportunity for University. Pierce, again, who's had a great game defensively. And they're not settling, Coach. They have those three-point opportunities. Eagles had a great chance to get the rebound there. They lose it, but University's having open corner looks. They're not settling. They're driving the basket, trying to force the issue, taking an okay look and turning it into a good look.
And, you talked about communication. Right there is a communication thing. I got it. Or, because you dribbled it off your teammate's foot. Wiggins will come back in the game. Needs him in the game under 2.
A little bit of rest for him. Andreas Losky back into the game.
He's been out.
The Trailblazers.
He's been out. He didn't play in the whole entire third quarter.
Nate Jeffrey playing a lot of those relief minutes. Quick pass inside to Ozlowski. Caught everybody napping, and a chance for 3 at the line. And Wiggins, it's not 2 minutes, Coach. It's 15 seconds.
Well, you gave up the height there a little bit and get him back in the game.
Crafty play and gamesmanship by Coach Lafferman. He saw Wiggins go out, put Oslowski back in. They immediately get the basket, and they regain the lead out of it, 39-38. And miscommunication there by the Eagles as they give it up. It's currently a 5-0 run. Make that a 5-2 run, rather, by University. Trailblazers trying to add to their lead. Eagles looking for a stop. Momentum starting to shift back a little bit to the home side. Pierce, wild teardrop, no. Rebound tapped up, one by Miles. And he'll let things settle down.
I like it that you're not running. You're under control. Wiggins.
It's a blocking foul. It's the right call.
Yeah, the Academy Award.
It was embellished just a tad there by Sabian Kane.
I think that would, the Academy Award definitely would have gone to Kane. Oh, he's going to give him 2 for going up.
Now that's
an NBA
something you don't see called all the time.
No, that's an NBA call, to be honest with you.
Well,
I'm
going to defend the league a little bit because it didn't even look like he put a shot up. Like, at least in the NBA, the contact happens and then the shot happens 3 or 4 seconds later in continuation. I didn't even think that Wiggins got a shot up there and they still gave him 2 free throws.
Maybe he was thinking about it and he read his mind.
Could have been.
Tied ball game, 39-39.
Never know.
Man, the guys in the black and white stripes never make a mistake. Okay, I'll reframe.
Tonight's game is brought to you by IHSAA officials. Get involved in the game. Become an IHSAA official today by contacting Sandra Walter at IHSAA.org/officials. Contact her at 317-846-6601. Stay in shape. Make some extra money today. Full timeout. Back in a moment.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to IHSAA.org/officials today.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
A look at the University huddle. They trail by 1 with 4:39 left to play in this fourth quarter. Jimmy Cook alongside the coach, Keith Myers.
Good timeout here by Heritage Christian. You're halfway through the quarter. You're up by 1. Now you draw the last 3-4 minute schemes of what you want to do, how deliberate you're going to be. Fouls could be a problem here. 3-2 late in the ball game. If you got to burn, 3 or 4 fouls, those 5-6 seconds each.
A little trap being applied by the Eagles. You surprised to see that up 1?
Yeah. But I understand, took some time off the clock.
And a surprise out of a timeout, maybe not expecting it. Nate Jeffrey back into the game for the Trailblazers. In trouble. Russell. Hanging and scoring. Robert Russell, his first basket since the second quarter rather. He has 5, lead back to the Trailblazers. 6th lead change we've had in this ball game. McLemore battling inside, in trouble. Gives it to Wiggins. Can't turn it home. But Andrew will go to the line to earn the 2 points the hard way. Fouls on Seth Hogue, his second. 4th on the Trailblazers. Wiggins at the charity stripe. Ties the game at 41.
Both of these girls' teams play tonight. Heritage Christian plays Irvington Prep at 7:30 at Heritage Christian in sectional play. And Covenant Christian takes on University and sectional play at Western Boone tonight at 7:30.
Both free throws good by Wiggins.
Good luck to the ladies.
Good luck to all the girls' programs across the state. State tournament play gets underway.
Really good plays, games tonight.
10 points for Wiggins. Lead is 1. 7th lead change of the night. Hogue. Now Oslowski. Matched up with Duncan. They give it inside to Oslowski, and he took the junior to school there off ball.
Head's got to be on the swivel there. Missed him. Nice quick pass in the lane.
11 points for Oslowski.
This has been back and forth all the time since the third quarter.
Wiggins is double teamed. Tough shot. Got it to go.
How about Andrew on a night?
12 points for him. Make it 14 rather. 8th lead change. Russell. These two teams could very well meet again come sectional time. They met last year in the first round. Out of control, wild drive by Oslowski, but he is fouled. And we'll go to the line. Fouls on Colvin. Second on Miles. Third on the team. Coach, you mentioned this while we were off the air, but the foul situation by either team, as many as 4 to give. 4 for the Eagles, 3 for the Trailblazers before free throws are in play. Should this come down to it.
Especially with 2:38 to play.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Family Source Insurance. At Family Source Insurance, we have you covered. Auto, home, life, or business. Call Pat Cherry to get a quote today. 317-884-8046. Look to Family Source Insurance for all your needs. Or go online to FamilySourceInsurance.com.
Had the ball and then lost it.
Those free throws missed. As Coach mentions, Trailblazers another bite at the apple. Russell.
Got to find your shooter.
And a quiet second half for Kane, by the way, who comes to the top. Or excuse me, who's on the bench in rest right now.
Oh, there it is. Right.
They had the look they wanted. Oslowski forces the issue down the lane and scores. And he's been in takeover mode in this second half. 9 points in the half. 13 points on the afternoon. Eagles faithful trying to cheer him on. Just over 90 seconds to go. Colvin wants a screen. Miles feels it out, hands off to Doss. Alone for 3. Short. No. And a foul committed by Doss in frustration. Now the only good spin on that foul is, again, should we get in a scenario where fouling is a must, it does get the Eagles a step closer.
Yeah, but that three-point basket at that point is not necessary. Yeah. Run your offense.
Now you need your defense to get a big stop. Trailblazers got to get it in. They force a baseball pass. Got behind the defense, did Pierce, and he threw it down. Colvin got caught napping, and the lead is 3 with less than 90 seconds to go.
Pierce just snuck out of there.
Full timeout taken by the Eagles. We'll take it with them. Back in a moment on IndianaSRN.
I'm Keith Myers, Vice President of IndianaSRN. Thanks for joining us. Do you know IndianaSRN broadcasts 350 games a year? All sorts of sports? Yeah, we do. Hard to believe, isn't it? IndianaSRN loves to put student athletes first on our website. If you're a business out there, we probably could help you too. Contact us at coach@indianasrn.org. Grandma from out of state thanks you. Mom and Dad who can't get to the game thanks you as well. In fact, our athletes watch the games over and over again. Our military has enjoyed the games as well. So sit back and enjoy the game. It's IndianaSRN.
Justin Timberlake.
Welcome back Look at the Eagles huddle, Coach. You don't like the music choice?
No.
Imperial March by.
No, play Justin Timberlake. Make me happy or something.
You need Can't Stop the Feeling in your life instead. There you go. Yeah, nice. Minute 21 to go. Look inside the Eagles huddle. Down 3. You didn't like the fact they forced the 3 on that last possession, Coach. There's no shot clock. We won't get into that. Don't have the time for it. But you go for the quick 2 here.
Well, yeah.
Look for a 2 out of the timeout.
Look for the 2. Then you got to put pressure.
Doss finds Colvin. Miles, long 2, he's fouled, and we'll head to the line for 2 free ones.
That's not a bad foul. People will say, well, are you kidding me? He fouled a good shooter. Well, he's got to knock down both free throws.
Another reason, not just to pick a fight with you, that I would say it's a bad foul. And that foul is going to go against Seth Hogue, his 3rd. But another reason it's a bad foul is that if Colvin's behind the line, which he could have been, and you're running up on a shooter like that, that's dangerous waters to play with, Coach.
Well, it could be a 4-play play. Okay, I got you. No, I understand.
You're supposed to be the fundamentals guy. That's not a fundamentals play.
How many wins have you had in your career?
Oh, okay.
Okay, there you go. All right.
Let's let the record show that the good foul that happened there led to 2 free throws made at a tie ball or a 1-point game.
You got to give this to your guard.
Kane back out there for the Trailblazers. 1:05 to go. They immediately send a double. And a timeout taken by the Trailblazers. Looks like a full timeout. Let's wait for it. It is a full timeout. We'll step away as well.
They say nice guys don't finish first. So maybe it's time to reconsider what it means to be first.
It's about being your best, but knowing you could be even better.
It's being present, but respectful of history.
You sure you want to make that move?
It's donating something more valuable than money.
It's believing in yourself and something bigger.
It's coming from different families, but treating each other like brothers.
It's not just being a man, it's being a Mason.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
If you like this action, there's more action to come. First of the week, we'll run down our whole entire schedule for next week and have our player of the game coming up at halftime 62 seconds from now. How about that? I did the math.
Always delivers. I'm proud of you for that. The Family Source Insurance postgame show coming up in a few moments. Plenty of business, though, in this fun matinee affair to take care of. 1:02 to play. Trailblazers with the basketball. They had a 1-on-2. They turned it over. The Trailblazers had a 1-on-2 with Oslowski and Pierce, and the pass was too low, so the Eagles are going to have 56 seconds to work with, down 1.
Kicked it off his foot, didn't it? Wow.
Out of the timeout, too.
Well, that's not the play you drew up.
No, it was not.
I'm sure. All right, here we go. Fans are going to get on their feet and get loud at University.
Doss is fouled, and that's fortunate for the Eagles because that was going out of bounds off of Doss. The foul's going to go against Bracey.
But it's only the team's 5th foul.
Kamai Bracey picks it up, and you mentioned the 6th foul on University, so any foul the rest of the way is free ones. They get Miles, bodies on the deck.
Pierce just knocked Doss down.
Dorsch controls. Will they hold for 1 here?
Oh, no.
It seems very patient right now, Coach.
Yeah.
Good defense by the Trailblazers.
There's the guy you want to have the ball.
Miles, wild shot. No. Rebound won by the Trailblazers. They got to get it across, and a timeout or is a foul committed? I think a timeout's called by University. Miles went down the lane, but it was a bit out of control. No contact came. Coach Wallace talking up his star junior. There's still time in this game. The only problem is, and we mentioned it might be a factor, you have 3 fouls to give before free throws happen. Now, I will say, Coach, the optimistic way to look at that, though, is you can play as aggressive as you want to on these fouls as long as you don't commit an intentional. Right. I mean, you can go for that steal knowing that
Yeah, I'm thinking, though, you got three to give. 5 seconds to each one. That's 15 seconds. It gives you 6.7, so to speak, with 6 seconds left. They shoot the one, they miss. You got two times. The good thing is you got 2 timeouts. So if you get a loose ball or you get something going to the basket, I think what you want to do, though, is put pressure and have the big guys go. If you're University, you got to give it to – I think you got to give it to Pierce. Have him post.
Yep. Pierce Roslowski. I'd run some – well, you don't have to run anything if you're University being up 1. But should it come to that, plenty of options with Kane, Roslowski, and Pierce there in pick-and-roll opportunities. Right now, just getting the ball in and waiting for the contact.
And you got to realize Heritage Christian was down by 10 at halftime. What a great comeback here. But you got to finish here.
Got to get it in, and they do. They find Bracey, and he's fouled. 2 seconds came off the clock there. Wiggins commits it. That's another balancing act you have to play, is where do you have the fouls placed up and down your roster?
The only one that's really in foul trouble is Austin with 3.
They get it in once again, and all the way into the backcourt. Finally, the foul is committed by Das. Let an extra second come off there. And still 2 fouls to give.
Well, this is
one foul to give, and then one more.
Yeah,
for free
this
throws.
is working a lot better out for Heritage Christian than what I thought.
All right, so correction on that. One more foul, and we'll head to the charity stripe. They got to get it in. They do. And the foul is committed. It'll send Robert Russell, a 79% free throw shooter, to the line for 2.
And you have 14.3. And Coach Laffman's going to play offense to defense because he's got a defensive player waiting to come into the ballgame. And now you got a timeout, Heritage Christian. A full 1 timeout left for Heritage Christian.
Coach,
it's at 30.
Let's go inside both huddles. First for Heritage Christian, you obviously can't worry about whether the free throws are good or not. You need to have a good play drawn up either way.
I think that's exactly why this timeout was made. You know, if he misses it, it's totally different than if he makes it, because you make it. I think you got to go for the 3 down at the other end. If he misses it, if he makes one and misses the other, you're only down by 2. This is a good timeout here by Coach Smith, Coach Wallace. See what happens.
On the University side of things, the important aspect
is
to make your free throws. But you still got to have good defense set either way.
Yeah, but make your free throw. This is what you do at practice. At the end of practice, you had an hour and a half of practice. You're running your wind sprints and go, okay, at the line, you got to make 10 before practice is over, and you're staying till 9:30 because the last guy can't make 10.
Were you always that fun to play for? Or
I've always had a good time. I've been known to have practice after a loss, Jimmy.
Russell, a 79% free throw shooter to extend the lead, a 1-and-1. Got it to go. 2-point game.
He did that with confidence. 6 points on the night.
His first trip at the line. Quick sub. Going to get Snively in there for McLemore.
Well, you got shooters.
Snively checks in. Russell to make it a 3-point game. Gets it calmly. 1 timeout to work with for each team.
Now, here's what you do. You foul them before they shoot the 3-pointer.
So I was going to ask you that. So philosophically, you want to foul up 3.
Yep. The ball's going to roll here. Let it roll. Let it roll.
Here we go. Doss getting as much as he can with 12. They look for Colvin. Doss instead forces the issue. He's fouled and one.
Goodness.
Dylan Doss can tie it at the charity stripe.
Are you kidding me? Colvin is wide open for 3-point basket. Unbelievable.
Let's take a look back at it if we can. Because you're right, Coach. They were looking out for the Colvin 3, and Doss got a 1-on-1 out of it. We got a timeout. Let's take a look back at this play. You're right, Coach. Colvin had to open off his screen.
Look at this. He picks up the ball.
There's Colvin at the bottom of your screen up top now.
Right there. He's wide open.
Everybody followed him.
Wow.
And on an island, was Kamai Bracey with Dylan Doss. Now, bigger aspect here, though. Massive free throw upcoming for the senior.
Well, and you heard it from here. Doss is just yelling and screaming. Now, this is what you say. Okay, he's going to make the free throw.
Yep.
We got to play defense. You can't foul. You know who they're going to go to. So you got to just play the defense, put the pressure on them. If you're University, when they miss the free throw, make sure you secure the rebound.
I'll tell you what, massive credit for Coach Wallace and to Dylan Doss, as well to Miles Colvin, to sell that, because you saw it. Can we get that one more time? Do we have it again? Do we have the time to show it again is the question. All three defenders at the bottom of your screen are going to come. Look at 11. Look at Colvin. Everybody's going to go up, and it's a one-on-one. That's all it is.
And the crazy thing is, all of a sudden when they realize who's guarding my man.
Yep. And that's the presence that Colvin brings, and that is the determination of a senior guard like Doss to sell it well, and he got a one-on-one matchup he liked. But again, the all-important free throw with 9 seconds to go to tie us up here.
Now, what I like was Doss went to the free throw line right away. Then he got called away. He was setting that rim. This big free throw right here.
We'll have Wiggins and Nolan Duncan as the two down there to battle for a board should it be necessary.
Make no mistakes here.
Doss to tie us. Off the mark, and a rebound secured by Pierce. 7.5 to go. Eagles still have one timeout, and you're going to send Pierce to the line, who's a 58% free throw shooter on the season.
Maybe the right guy to shoot.
And it's still 1-1.
Both teams have one timeout left. Man, this is a chess match.
So the Eagles are going to use their last timeout now. And this is where things open up massively, because let's just say, for the sake of argument, and we'll look one more time as well at the impressive play to get that layup look. But should this free throw be missed, Coach, now you don't need the three all of a sudden. Now you have 7 seconds to get a good look to win the game.
You don't need the three, but if those ball, you got to secure. The last time they missed the free throw, you didn't get the the rebound. So you got to secure the rebound. Because I'll go back to the Chittard game that we did a couple of weeks ago against Christmas Attic in the city tournament. They missed 9 straight free throws and got every single rebound. You can't let that happen. You got to black out. You got to get the rebound.
Now, of course, should Pierce hit both, then you do need the three, and you're out of timeouts.
What you got to do, and you got to tell your kids, do not call timeout. Just hustle. You're drawing the play right now. Do not call timeout.
Yep.
What a good ball game.
Tell you what, this will be a fun one to run back should they meet each other in the second.
Oh, yeah.
Sectional 42, as good as any amongst the state, but especially so in Class 2A.
And we can officially announce that we will have that sectional.
Should be a fun one. Looking forward to that. Postseason for the boys, a few weeks away. Girls tournament underway tonight. At the line, Larry Pierce. A 1-on-1 opportunity.
I like the strategy that you don't have anybody on the line if you're University, so you don't get the cheap foul.
Pierce measures, high free throw, short, rebound Colvin. Eagles a chance to win. Colvin with 3. Colvin left it out of bounds. Miscommunication between him and Duncan. And with 1.9 to go, Eagles all of a sudden have to bring full court pressure because they have to foul again. They didn't have a timeout to work with, and they were in trouble. All alone by himself, the foul was committed by the Eagles, but with 0.2 left, and that's going to do it. Unless they adjust and add any more time, the Eagles matchup today against the Trailblazers is going to end in that turnover.
Boy, they had the right play. They had the right player who has the ball.
Yep. And 0.2 left on the clock. The free throw still matters. You could always have a foul, but chance for the Trailblazers to put it in the cooler. What a game for them. Andre Oslowski.
Magic number was 50.
Oslowski's had a heck of a game. 14 points for him, and the Trailblazers survive Eagles will have to stomach this one for a little bit. Again, we talked about it. Everybody gets a ticket to the state tournament, but you want momentum on your side. Now, a close game like this against a sectional opponent, a lot you can learn from it, a lot you can grow better from if you're the Eagles. But on the Trailblazers side, this is an 11-6 campaign that gets better by the day, and a gutsy win for them, riding that momentum wave. The wave, if you're the Eagles that you wanted, the momentum any team would want. Trailblazers riding that wave.
You go in the locker room, though, you go, got to final real quick. North Central beat Guerin Catholic 76-64. We're going to take a timeout when we come back. It's the Family Source Insurance postgame show.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Thank you very much for joining us. It is the Family Source Insurance postgame show. Keith Myers, Jimmy Cook, and here's a look at our schedule for next week. We want to thank you very much. It is Anderson Prep versus Central Christian. That is a Tuesday night game at 7:30. Also on Tuesday night, Ben Davis travels to Covenant Christian, 7:30 start right here on IndianaSRN. Game number 3, Bethesda and Traders Point, 7:30 start. Game number 4, LaPel and Heritage Christian at Heritage Christian, 7:30. And our 5th game of the night, Roncalli takes on Chittard at 7:30. 5 big games for you on Tuesday night, mini games. Check out our website at IndianaSRN.org. When we come back, Jimmy joins me with the player of the game and some final stats right after this. You're watching IndianaSRN, where you're always in the game.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Burtner Electric Incorporated has been proudly serving our residential and commercial customers with quality electrical repair for over 33 years. We are fully licensed and insured in electrical wiring and electrician service packages. You'll receive a competitive assessment whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, first-time or long-time customer. We offer free estimates for any new project. Call our licensed and experienced electricians today.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.indianasrn.org and tune in to all of the live action, or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
This broadcast is copyrighted by IndianaSRN and Indiana High School Athletic Association for the private use of our audience. The use of pictures, video, or audio without the express written permission of the IHSAA is prohibited. Jimmy Cook alongside the coach Keith Myers for the final time tonight from University High School. The Trailblazers victorious in this potential Sectional 42 preview matchup, 50-48. Coach, before we get into final thoughts on both sides, got some hardware to hand out. Player of the game honors. Decided going to give it to Andre Oslowski. Sabian Kane had 15 points, 14 points for Andre Oslowski, who was our player of the game. 10 of those came in the second half. He was a difference maker at times down low in stretches in the third and fourth quarter. Really kept the Trailblazers in this ball game, gave them an opportunity to secure the win today.
I think it's a great call, and you don't make many mistakes, Jimmy. So that's excellent. I think that's a great thing. Great ball game. 50-48. I cannot wait to see what the sectional pairs out, because there are 4 teams that could literally win this Class 2 sectional.
First for the Trailblazers, how do you bottle up this momentum that you're riding right now? It's a 4-game winning streak. 5 of your last 6 are W's on the schedule, and a big-time win against a team that knocked you out of the postseason a year ago. How do you bottle it up the rest of the way?
I think a lot of it is a lot down the stretch. You play a lot more home games, just like Heritage Christian. Heritage Christian has a lot more home games late in the year, gets you healthier that way. And again, the schedule, you're now, from this point on, you're playing 2A teams, that is the level where you play during your sectional, so you get ready. You don't have to play that 4A opponent or 3A opponent. You get ready for the season. 6 games left for Heritage Christian, 5 games left for University.
It's your 4th straight loss if you're the Eagles. On top of that, it's been an up-and-down season, but this felt like a second half that was one of the more complete second halves of basketball we've seen from Heritage Christian all year. It still ends in a loss. Got to have a quick turnaround and a quick mindset with the season dwindling down, and you want to get the right momentum before the postseason arrives.
Almost a gut check. You go into practice Monday afternoon after school, and you just say, what are we made of? What kind of leadership do we have? How do we step up? And you're right, it's tough. It's very tough. But young programs, you don't have many seniors on this basketball team, so you just got to regroup and focus. If you're University, what you really don't want to do is get a big head. Well, we can beat anybody. Someone knock you off big time.
You're sure Coach Lafferman and company will keep them level-headed, and you're sure Coach Wallace will have this group right and ready to go the next time they are on the court. I want to thank everybody involved with this afternoon's broadcast. Of course, I want to remind you can follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Plenty of games all across the docket this week as we get into girls' postseason play as well as the final strides of the boys' regular season. Go to IndianaSRN.org for all that scheduling information. Casey doing a wonderful job behind the 1s and 2s.
And Cam, our rookie up did a nice job as well. A great Dave overall, considering the snow days that we've had. No one missed a beat. And I even heard that Kurt Darling and Jarrett Lewis did a pretty good job on their game today.
That's what I heard as well. Yeah. Always good to see that throughout the IndianaSRN family of networks.
But I can never give Kurt's autograph because he says it's cost me too much money.
Might need to budget yourself a little bit better.
I guess so.
Our final in this one, University victorious over Heritage Christian, 50-48, as they improve to 11-6 on the season. Eagles fall to 6-10 on the year. For the coach, Keith Myers, I'm Jimmy Cook. Until we talk to you next time, so long, everybody.